I probably look very red. I probably look very hot. There's a reason for that. Because today I'm having a walk up to Ingleborough in Yorkshire. I've just got over the first hurdle. Just a slight little loss of height now going down, and then we'll go around the corner up ahead and start another climb again. So I'm having a bit of a breather. Join me for this trail just for today. It's only a day walk. I've got my daughter camping down near Ingleborough. I'm taking her out for dinner later with a friend, Meg. So it's a walk, dinner and home, and then pick the girls up again in the morning. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Welcome to Maff-T-UK. Just coming into view now over the walls. Here's my objective for the day. As I get around the corner, we'll have a better look. That is somebody's house. You really, really don't like people if you live here. This is one bare ass place. Jeepers. Anyway, we'll have a quick look at the route ahead. I'll stop for a quick break, get some water down me before we start the ascent, and talk a bit of rubbish. I'll do a quick update with the channel, where I'm going with it, what my plans are for the future, and we'll take it from there really. I'm going to be starting the ascent soon, so in the meantime what I need to do is prep my kit to make sure that it sticks out, plenty of fluids inside me, have something to eat, and make sure I'm ready for the final ascent to the summit. It's not a difficult climb, but it will take all your energy because it's steady away all the way to the top now. So that's what I'm doing. If you can hear voices in the background, it's because I'm joined with a couple of young ladies who are just doing the same as me really. So that's what you can hear. So let's have our shake. Do you know that's awful? That really tastes horrible. Protein bar, strawberry flavour, let's give that a go. These are all high energy foods that I've bought specifically just to come up here. You've got to keep your energy levels up. Ooh, nice and soft. It's unusual, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I like that one. I think because I've got an audience, I'll probably keep my channel update when I get to the top. I'm going to make a brew when I get up there, and I'll keep the what I'm doing, where I'm going for then. Plant protein. That is awful. For goodness sakes. Tastes like shit, eat it. Bag of jelly babies, which I've got also, will do perfect well. Sun's coming out now. Hopefully the summit will be nice and clear. It is a bit hazy. I'm in absolutely no rush whatsoever. Here I am, Ingleborough. I've been up here many times. This is the first time I've actually been able to see. I've never been on top of here and clear, never, not once. So this is the first, and I'm enjoying it.
Sorry.
That's alright, don't worry. It just adds to the footage. Okay, that is Penny Ghent. And we're inside. Now, although it may not look it, it was actually very busy on top of this hill. So the little shelter that was created, the windbreak up there, the areas which was out of the wind were full. So I didn't really get the opportunity to sit down, make a brew and do a little chat. It would have been, well, it would have felt a bit weird, but the fact I was on top of the hill in the first place is absolutely fine for me. Again, look, it doesn't look like it's busy, but it really is. There's a lot of people up there, and even more came the longer I stayed up there, the more and more people turned up. So I got up there just in the nick of time. Anyway, good views, time to move on. I'm actually surprised how cold my hands are. The wind is quite cutting up here. Before having to go back down and meeting Harriet and Meg for lunch, or dinner should we say, I had plenty of time, so I thought I'd have a wander round and walk out to the end of this knoll here, and I'll show you why in a second. But yeah, plenty of time left, time to have a bit of a mess around, time for an alternative route, choose a different route back instead of just going straight back down the hill the way I came, which I find a bit boring sometimes. So we went over here. Well, I've come all this way, detour, just have a look at this thing really. You can see it from the road when I go to work every day. I just wanted to have a look at it. I've had to voice over this bit. I had no choice. The wind was far too strong. I decided to give it my input. Found a little piece of stone and went to fit it in. Needs to be nice and tight, otherwise it'll blow out in the wind. Let's have a look here. No, not good. Oh, no, that's not good there. What about that? That's more like it. Nice and tight. There. My contribution. I've no idea where this path goes. All I know is that if I keep heading on this bearing anyhow, I'll hit the main road and turn right, so can't really balls it up. There's no cliffs or anything this way either, so no dangers, no hazards. Open, rolling moorland. It's not going to get foggy and misty, so I'm not going to close in. It's nice. Glad I'm on my own too. I don't mind being up there with all those people, but I'd rather walk here on my own now, like I'm doing. It's much nicer. Another important thing is that I can also do it at my own pace. I'm not under any pressure from anybody to keep up. I'm not waiting for anybody, although to be perfectly honest, there's not many people I do wait for now. They're usually waiting for me. It's like that. That's just the way it is. Glad I brought plenty of water, but I am going to make a brew. I said I would, so I'm gonna. And I've brought with me my lightest cooking kit ever. Yes, my fancy feast stove. And I've got this titanium windscreen thing. I must admit that my favourite piece of kit. Extremely lightweight, yes, but also extremely all over the place. So we'll give it a go. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. No fuel left. Perfect. 1 ounce of fuel, 12 ounces of water. Still far too hot. So as I sit here relaxing, I've got the shades on because although it is slightly cloudy, the sun is actually making me squint. So I put the shades on. Direction of the channel. Channel's been going for 3 years now, perhaps a little bit longer than that, not quite sure really. I never really take much notice of that sort of stuff. I think it was 2017. Anyway, I'm coming up to soon 3,000 subscribers, and that's absolutely awesome. I can't get my head around that at all, because I do so many different things, and everybody knows that's not the way you're supposed to do YouTube. You're not supposed to have hiking, hammocking, fishing. You're not supposed to do that. Pick one genre, go with it, stick with it, and you will get a lot more views and a lot more subscribers a lot quicker. And sometimes it is tempting to go down one of those avenues. I mean, by far, the fishing videos that I release are seen by more people than any other subject that I cover. So I would, if I was to do that, I would definitely go down the fishing line, because I have a lot more subscribers and viewers from that. But I can't bring myself to do it, and the reason being is that I don't just love doing fishing, I love doing all sorts. And I love being out and about, and I love having the correspondence that you and I have, and when you write and you comment and I return your comment, and it's just good banter, taking the mickey sometimes, and that's what it's supposed to be. That is what it's supposed to be. And if I never have any more subscribers than I got now, I probably would be disappointed, if I was honest. But would it really affect me? No, it wouldn't, no. You build up a relationship with people like yourself, and you know, there's some of the comments. You can't. When there's a guy called Miles who sent a comment earlier this year, and it was amazing comment, and it was about how. Well, I'm not going to go into what it was about. It's irrelevant, but it was just. If I ever only had one comment ever again, and that was it, then it would make the whole thing worth it. The whole thing is worth it because of that one comment. You can't beat that, and that's what it's all about. So, yeah, I'm not going to change anything. The channel's going to stay exactly the same. I'm not going to do any. I'm not going to focus in one area. I've not been hammocking recently because of my arm issue and other things, but The only reason I'm actually on top of Ingleborough today was purely and simply because my daughter wanted to go camping, so she's gone into Ingleborough camping, and I decided to nip up. Nip up. I was breathing out of my arse. Nip up indeed. Gone are the days where I could do all three, Ingleborough, Whernside and Pennygent in a day. Absolutely not. I've done the one and that's enough, thank you very much. But at least I've done it. At least I've done it. At least I've been out and done it. So, yeah. So from the channel point of view, nothing's going to change. I will sacrifice all the subscribers that you could get because I don't really care about that. Really, the people that are with me now are good people, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. So, to all of you good people, this isn't alcohol for once in my bleeding life. Thank you very much for your support. Hope you stick with me. I know this may not be fishing, I know it may not be hammocking, and I know some of you may enjoy it watching it because it's a walking video. But whatever genre you're into, thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you later on. I haven't quite finished yet. I might actually take the camera into the pub and film in the pub as well, because I've never done that before. That should be interesting. Let's just see how we go on. But cheers anyhow. Thank you very much. And I genuinely mean it. It's not cowboy coffee, but it will do. So, where are we? I've come over that bump just on the left there, wangled my way down over the fields, and then sort of gone in through all these farmhouses and come round the road past that farmhouse there, and then just skirted round and come up here. You may be able to hear in the background the main road. So I've just got a couple more lovely farmhouses to pass, and then on the shitty horrible road back to the campsite to collect my daughter, and that's how it's going to be. But yeah, absolutely amazing walk, thoroughly enjoyed it so far. I've probably got about a mile to go if I was to be genuine. So there we are. Yeah, about half a mile of no, there's a footpath coming up by the look of it. About 500 meters of no footpath whatsoever. Pretty poo, to be honest. Don't like it. Oh. Yeah, not too good. Not too good at all. At least I get a footpath now. Well, if you can call it that. I think it was behind me too, but it's overgrown, not maintained, no one uses it. Only lunatics like me. In the distance there is Ingleborough now in cloud. So if you were late up there today, you don't get to see a view. So yeah, it's a good walk today. Really good walk, really enjoyed it. It'd be interesting to see how far I've actually come. Didn't really plan this route at all. I was initially going to go up and back down again, but I decided to take an alternative route off, and I'm glad I did really. But yeah, in the clouds now, can't see it. Ta-da! Right, job done, walk done. Don't know how far it was. I'll do that when I get home. Really enjoyed that. Fantastic. The main road is just there, so it's a noisy little campsite. This you've got the traffic, but it's quite tidy. Nothing wrong with it from what I can see. It's called Moongarth Farm Campsite. £7 a night, £2 for your car. Fill your boots. Short walk into town, probably half a mile, at most half a mile to the nearest pub. Shops, co-op, that's within 10-minute walk from here. It's alright. The tent, this is one of my tents. This is a Euro hike backpacking deluxe. Basically, it's a cheap tent. It's great for car camping. It's alright for 2 people, although 2 girls, 25-year-old girls, or women should we say, no, I ain't even showing you inside there. They've only been in here half an hour before they walked into town. It's like a grenade's gone off in there. So yeah, for 2 people, for an overnighter, car camping, that is an absolutely fine tent. If it was blowing a hoolie and really coming down bad, probably not the tent you'd want to be in. It's only 2,000 hydrostatic head, but it's still waterproof. That doesn't mean to say it's going to leak, it just means that really constant heavy rain on it, it may start to come through in the end. But yeah, there's plenty of room in that. Not a bad little tent. If you're going to go hiking with it, you could split it in 2, share the bits. You can pitch it in 1, so it can stay dry. So you don't have to get all your gear wet on the inside, so it does pitch in 1. I bought it because it was when I was looking for my tent, I just needed something, and it just came in under the Vango that I had. But when I opened it up, obviously the quality is just pretty standard really. It's not a high quality tent by any means. I mean, I think I paid about 40 quid for it, I think. Maybe 20, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but for a little quick overnighter, yeah, fine, nothing wrong with this. Legs are sore. Harriet is currently making her way back to this tent now because she took the key with her. So I can't go and drive and pick him up from there's the White Scar Caves, and they've been to the waterfall, how to walk around the waterfall, Ingleborough Falls or something it's called. They've been there today, and because they've took the keys with them, I can't go get them. So they've got to come back here with my keys. I'm gonna get changed slightly, and then we're gonna go and get some dinner in the pub. That's how it's gonna play out. Then I'm gonna drive home, leave them to it, and pick them up tomorrow. So I tried quite a few of these energy things, drinks and whatnots. How do I feel? Do you know, I've got lots of jelly babies. I haven't touched my jelly babies. I think they do alright. I don't know. I feel okay, so I guess that's fine, isn't it? I don't feel exhausted. My legs feel tired because I'm not used to this anymore, but the rest of me, I feel fine. I'm not smacked off my tits, I don't think, so I've not had too much. I can't do the Red Bull thing. Can't do that. I remember going to a story time, very short story. We went on the way to France fishing one year. I was getting rather tired because it was a 24-hour drive all up from Flash to Bang, 24 hours. I was getting rather tired, and we pulled in, and I went and got one of these animal high caffeine drink things, and I drank it, knocked it back. Thought, I didn't do anything. That was a waste of time. But I bought 2, so I thought, let's have the other one as well. So I drank 2, wolfed them down, both of them at the same time. Got about a mile up the road, and I was shaking like a shitting dog. I couldn't control myself. I was shaking from head to toe. So I'd had an OT on caffeine, so I had to pull over. I think we went about 2 or 3 miles before the next services or whatever you want to call them over in France, but I had to pull over. Mate was laughing at me. Smacked off my tits. Currently modelling my lightweight tripod. It doesn't go as high as the other tripods by any means, which is why it's lightweight, but it is suitable for hiking, because when you stop you usually sit down anyhow, so it doesn't need to be full height. I quite like it. It's first trip out, it's done very well, quite happy with it, no issues. Paid up to £7 I think, that's all I paid for it. The name is, it doesn't actually have a name, it has a WFWT 3510A. www.framegeneral.com. Yeah, just a few quid. I think it's alright so far. The rain is definitely trying it on again. You notice that even though this is a budget tent and not a very high quality tent, it's got quite a bit of height to it. So I can sit up in it quite happily. Look, plenty of room. It's got a good porch on it as well, so you can cook. You can close one side down, so you've got half a porch. It's a centre zip door, so it's not a side door, it's centre zip, so you can close half of it off. And if you wanted to sit back further, you just unzip your door behind you and away you go. But yeah, another reason why I bought this tent, because of the height it was, and you can sit up inside it as well. So it's just one of the things that I like to do. I like to be able to sit up in a tent, not coop down, but at least if you can sit up, you can basically admin yourself as best you can. So yeah, it's starting to come on now, so I may have to chuck all their gear back while I snuggle in, because I can't get in the car because she's got my keys. Harriet! Well, there we are. It's raining. I've zipped myself in. Still got plenty of room. Sat up fine. No problem. It's alright actually. This tent's alright. More, I've not actually slept in it. It's one of them you buy, isn't it? And never actually used it. But yeah, it's alright. If I was lying on this grass tonight, I'd be confident that I'd be fine and dry. It's got two little windows in as well, a little bit of extra light. Look down there. Alright. I won't ask you to excuse the mess, it's not my mess. It's my daughter's mess. Scruffy arse. Stealing one of her waters. I bought them anyhow. Cheers. 2 drowned rats.
Again?
Yeah, the next round.
Round 2. Woohoo! One!
I'm looking forward to picking you up in the morning. I can imagine that's going to be some state, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, it won't be in the morning. You don't. Yeah, was it 12 o'clock? You have to be there. 12 o'clock you've got, haven't you?
Well, I'm going to see what she says. Like, can I just leave my tent here for a bit? Go to have a look at some caves and then come back, maybe.
Well, you've got till 12 o'clock, but you won't get up in time.
No, we won't. Absolutely not. Not a chance. Getting up at 12, darling. Take yourself out.
The girls are absolutely chin strapped. They've eaten now, so a food coma. That was it. They've eaten too much, so now they're all sleepy. So they'll have half an hour's kip each, and then what they'll do, they'll revive themselves, and they'll be back out on it again like Gromit, won't they? I don't know what they're buying here, but whatever it is, it'll be alcohol based, I'm sure. I don't know where she gets it from. Do I? Anyway, we'll see what they bring back. I'm going to drop them off. Once I've dropped them off, I'm driving home. It's only half an hour away from here. And then pick them up tomorrow. Well, should be good fun for them. I think they want to go to the caves tomorrow. Oh, here they come. Meg and Harriet, let's see what they've brought. Is that gin in there as well, Meg? Is that what that is? Oh, you've got a bottle of gin. Oh my goodness.
Tiny tent.
In that small tent. Rock and roll. So there we are, all done, dusted, back at home, showered, all sorted. Harriet's now doing whatever she's doing, and now I have a beer in my hand, and may I recommend actually Snake Dog. It's actually a fantastic IPA beer, probably one of the best I've tasted in a long time, but it is quite strong. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye bye.